wish, and they wish, and they wish, and they wish, and they wishing on me. Yeah. I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you loving on me. I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story, shit was different with me. God's plan, God's plan. I hold back, sometimes I won't, yeah. I feel good, sometimes I don't, like, no. I finesse down Western Road, like, yeah.
What's up, everybody? It's Power 105.1's own DJ Raymond. This time just having fun with this, and this is the Powers Industry, home of new music and entertainment. And it's my man Ahmed, co-hosting with me, rocking today. And we have a special guest, world-renowned actor, amazing actor. His name is Sir Darius Blain. What's up, family?
What's up, man?
Did I mess up your name?
No, you didn't.
Alright, I just want to make sure I'm right.
Alright, I got my name right.
Okay, I gotta get it right. You know what I mean?
Doing alright.
What's the, let's just ask, like, what's the deal with the sir? Like, what is that?
It's Sir, it's Latin, it's Persian Latin. So Sir in Latin, S-E-R, means to be, and then Darius or Darius in Persian means prosperity and plenty. So to be prosperity and plenty, I'm a big advocate for people calling you what the meaning of your name is and then launching you into your destiny. You know what I'm saying? What does Ahmed mean? You know?
It means one worthy of praise.
Exactly. So everybody better call you Ahmed. They don't shorten that. They don't do nothing to it. Don't alter it. You know what I'm saying? Make people call you your name so it pushes you into your destiny.
Shit, I'm about to take a knee right now, son.
It's biblical right now.
Yeah, got to, man. Got to.
So yo, let's jump right in, because you've been in so many things. We already know the big film you just did, but let's kind of rewind. You've been on a couple of things way before then.
Yeah.
How did you get on? What is the? And I love this show. I can't think of it. Remorse.
Survivor's Remorse.
Survivor's Remorse. Because that's the shit with LeBron, right?
Yeah.
LeBron. Have you ever met him?
I did.
What was that like? Like he was on site, like direct. Like what was he doing?
Sometimes. So here's a crazy story about Survivor's Remorse. My little brother, like one of my closest friends, Jesse Usher, ended up booking the show, but it was down between me and him to play his role.
So you was competing against your brother?
Sure. I don't call it competition, man. As long as the whole camp gets to eat, man, keep it in the family. Here's what it is. We're all trying to eat, so you know, we did go head to head for the same role. So originally, you know, I was thinking that was going to be me. But anyway, a year and a half later, we get to season 3 of Survivor's Remorse, and I got a call for the audition for this new, you know, recurring role on there to play this cocky football player who's a party boy.
I remember that.
And went in there, auditioned for it 3-4 times, and then finally booked it. The odd thing about it, and this is not like, you know, crybaby story or anything like that, I booked it the day my brother died. My brother died that morning. And then I got a call from the casting director, who is one of my favorites in LA, Miss Kim. Anyway, and I booked the role, and so I got the opportunity to be on the show for like 4 episodes. Anyway, I met LeBron, you know, really great producing and writing team over there. Gave me the opportunity to kind of spread my wings in the comedy space, and just had a great time, man. Made some really great friends, made some great connections, and yeah, I mean the show went on to be a hit. You know, unfortunately it's not going anymore as of this season, but you know they make some waves, man.
That's like TV politics, right? Ratings.
TV politics, exactly. All that stuff. It's the whole game, man. People don't get to see it from the other side, but yeah, you know.
So I don't know much. So tell me basically like some of the stuff you have been in, like that people will know, like what you've been worked on.
Well, obviously we got Jumanji in theaters right now. We're still
before you go there, let's talk about one of my other shows.
Okay.
Shameless. How the fuck did you get on Shameless? And what was that like? That show is incredible.
It's all audition process, man. You know, as you advance in your career, it doesn't necessarily get any easier. You still got to do the same things that you were doing before. It's all about consistency, you know. With success comes more ammunition to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that it gets easier, you just get more ammo. You know what I'm saying? It breathes more life into you to keep doing the exact same process over and over and over again. The guys who have stuck around the longest have been the most consistent. But with Shameless, you know, I got that audition, and honestly, sometimes I look at these projects and I'm like, I have no chance to get on this show. You know what I mean? And I think those are the ones that you end up doing the best on, because you go in there carefree, you go, you have fun. I saw this script for this character named Chuku on Shameless, and it sounded funny. He's like super like pro-Afrikaans, and you know he's found out his original African name, and he's a Ancestry.com worker. He does like the pharmaceuticals and does the blood tests and stuff like that. And so I just had an opportunity to work with some really dope people. I got to meet William H. Macy and a dope cast over there. They welcomed me with open arms, and you know, we shot it for a couple of days, and we were out of there. But oddly enough, that's probably the shortest stint I've ever been on the show, and people remember that more than anything. Which is
because it's so heavily watched. It's one of the biggest shows.
Man.
Yeah, it's like crazy. So that's what I'm saying, to make it on it, because people audition like crazy to be on that show.
Yeah.
So even if you get a little part, even if you walking by, you lucky to get on that show.
Yeah, no, hey, I kind of all blessed.
Any of the cast members really like their roles, like the characters that we see on TV when they go. You know when they go, all right, we're done, and then somebody keeps going.
Yeah.
Anybody there do that?
Of course. I can't remember the kid's name. The kid I was in all the scenes with, the young boy. He's like 16 years old. This kid, I mean, he loves his job. You know, everybody at the table read as well. I mean, you can tell it was just such a close knit group. Right. You can tell when people are faking, you know, being there just for a paycheck, or when people actually love what they do. You know what I'm saying? They say you find a job that you love, you never work a day in your life. And most of the people on that show, they don't work a day in their life. You know what I'm saying? They're living the dream. So it was something that I took from it. And I mean, you get envious. Like, damn it, I want a show like that. I want to be on this consistently. You know what I'm saying? So you try to go in there, you knock it out the park, do your absolute best job. I hope that they call you back. But you know, you see. You see. Yeah, man, it's been dope, man. It's been really great.
I still want to know a couple of the stuff you've done in the past, because not everybody knows everything you've been in.
Yeah.
What was your first?
My first ever job, my first movie was Footloose back in 2010. I had just moved to LA for, you know, I was 2 months in. I moved to LA in April, booked the job in June, and it was like probably the roughest time of my life. My car got, you know, repossessed because it was sold to me fraudulently here.
Brooklyn, right?
Jersey.
They
got me.
They got you there.
You know, my car had been sold to me fraudulently. I was working like 2 bummy like restaurant jobs that were just not making it, you know, make me enough money. My mom was real sick at the time, and I was taking care of her, so it was just like a really rough time. But you know, I got this phone call from my agent after my 6th audition. I auditioned for this thing for six times over the course of 2.5 months.
The same movie.
The same, and I was on my way to my 7th audition. And he called me. He was like, "Sorry, man, you don't need to come in anymore for the 7th audition." I was like, "Really? What happened?" He was like, "Well, you're going to Atlanta." He booked it. I was like, "Whoa."
So you got
almost crashed my car, man. I still in downtimes.
If you knew they was gonna take it back.
Yeah, right. I know. No, I was borrowing a friend's car. The car almost crashed. It was a friend's car I was borrowing to get to my next audition. I swear to God. You know, people don't get to see the
struggle.
Background. Yeah, the struggle is real on a whole nother level. And so, anytime that I'm ever stressed or complaining about anything, I think back to that moment. You know, when I had $35 in my bank account, we didn't have no gas or no food. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. It's been dope. So yeah.
That's what makes it beautiful, though.
Yeah.
You appreciate it more.
Yeah. So there was Footloose, and then I got a chance to do Star Trek Into Darkness with J.J. Abrams.
That's right. You was Can
you let him say what he's done?
I'm excited, Star Trek. Like you've been booking some stuff, man. Those are good checks. Yeah. Those ain't BET checks. Those is real checks.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yo, shout out, man. But y'all know you're not paying. Let's go.
Sorry, definitely.
And then I did a movie called When the Game Stands Tall, which was also with Sony Pictures, about the longest winning streak in sports history, about the De La Salle Spartans. 151 football games straight for 12 years, and it was a family drama that really kind of helped me spread my wings in the drama space as well. Shout out to Thomas Carter, man. He really just let me kind of go with it. Didn't do the numbers that we necessarily wanted it to do, but at the end of the day, when you're doing art, you're doing something you love, you're doing it for yourself, and you're hoping that everyone else will love it. You know what I'm saying? So
sometimes you're too early, and they'll love it later.
Exactly.
Like Scarface came out, nobody cared about it. It took years later for everybody to just make that movie.
Definitely. And then of course, you know, the stint on Survivor's Remorse. There's been a bunch in between there, but my favorite job so far has actually been this episode of Chicago PD that I did with NBC almost 2 years ago now. But it was special to me because it was a true story. It's actually the Tamir Rice story that we got to do for Chicago PD. Where we got to play this 27-year-old father who loses his 5-year-old son to a case of mistaken identity. He gets gunned down in the park.
You're like a former gang member on there or something.
Yeah, I'm a former gang member who...
You watch a lot of TV, don't you?
You do? Damn, I'm actually low-key impressed right now. Okay.
Me too. I like TV.
I told you I know a lot of actors. I have to. You ain't see my joint? I can't really say that, man.
Yeah, but that one was therapeutic for me, man, because I remember that was also the same year that, you know, I lost my brother as well, so it was a therapeutic moment because I got to deal kind of with his death through this piece of art, and I was also a new father that year as well.
You got a lot of emotions going on at the same
so there's
time.
a lot of emotions going into it, and you get family drama and stuff like that. If you and the kid's parent aren't together and stuff like that. So it was a really therapeutic moment. I'm blessed enough to have the opportunity to influence other people with my art, but also to be a little bit selfish and use it for myself as well. You know what I'm saying? Our art, our gifts and stuff, our talents are not for us. It's for everyone else that's around us, everyone else who's impacted by it. And so I've been blessed enough to do it quite a bit, So, I'm just trying to keep the head down, keep rolling.
So what kind of childhood, like, so you grew up where? Here or
Miami, Florida, yeah. I grew up in Miami.
Did you go to art schools or anything?
No, not at all. I had no interest in acting until I got to college, man. It was crazy.
College got you in there.
Yeah, so it was me and my mom, single mom. We moved a lot. I actually counted a few weeks ago. I moved 22 times by the time I turned 25.
22?
Actually. Yeah.
Holy
the longest I've ever lived in one place has been 2 years.
It's like a military.
Yeah, it was crazy. But we had to go where food was, you know what I'm saying? You had to go where the provision is. It's kind of a nomadic sense, but it's also helped me become flexible enough to get along with different groups of people as well. It's made me more cultured, more well-rounded. But mostly grew up in Miami and Florida, surrounding the cities and stuff like that. But
and the acting bug came from like college.
Acting bug. So I was in middle school, and me and my mom wrote a play together. So I was always into writing. That's actually what I'm focused on right now. Just submitted a project for Taraji Henson and Idris Elba. So cross those fingers. But thank you. But I wrote a play with my mom, and she asked me to audition for it. I was the shyest kid in life. Like if I was in a room with this many people, I would be shaking before. And so she asked me to audition for the play. I auditioned for it, and I didn't get it. I was like the understudy of the lead character. So I was like, all right, cool. I don't ever have to be on stage. I just have to be in queue, be ready in case anything happens. Guess what? First show, lead guy gets sick. So I have to do all the rest of the shows. And the first time I stepped onto that stage, I felt alive for the first time, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. But still in the back of my mind, we learn to limit ourselves based on like how big our dreams are. If our dreams are too big, it scares us. So we're like, this can never happen, And so I always did kind of want to be an actor and explore that space. I mean, I would watch Gullah Gullah Island on Nickelodeon and be like, man, I wish I could do that, or Disney shows and stuff, Johnny Tsunami. All these are over your head, but it's fun. But I was like, man, I would really love to do this, but I was like, no, there's no way. And, I have a Haitian and Dominican family who's like, you gotta go be a doctor, go be a lawyer, go be an engineer, be something that can actually provide for your family.
So basically you have to work.
Yeah. And so,
both coaches work. They like
So I went to school as a biology major, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna be a doctor, And I remember one day I was sitting in one of my lectures, and my professor was talking. And I literally felt like I was underwater. I couldn't hear what he was saying. It was like, and I sat there and I was like, you know what? This isn't for me. And I closed my books, put myself in my bag, and I got up and I walked out in the middle of the class, and I was like, I really need to put my life in perspective and figure out what makes me happy. Too often, like, we don't even know what makes us happy. Somebody asked me that months ago. They asked me if I was happy and what makes me happy, and I was stumped. I'm not usually lost for words, but that moment specifically, I was like, I want to be happy, and I think that this thing might make me happy, so I started pursuing the acting thing. My girlfriend at the time was big into acting and modeling, and she took me to this audition for this talent competition in Orlando at Disney. And I got there, and I sat there, and she auditioned, and the lady that was signing people up was like, hey, you should audition too. And again, I'm super shy, right? 19 years old. They got me out on the stage, did the audition. They picked 90 people out of 1,500 that were there, and I was one of them. And so
did your girlfriend get the part too?
She did, but she didn't go through with it. She didn't go through with it. Anyway.
So you got the part.
But I did the talent competition 6 months later, and I basically won every category that I auditioned in, and got a scholarship to the New York Conservatory for Dramatic Arts, which is what made me move to New York. My dad thought I was absolutely insane. He was like, actor for what? You want to be an actor? You want to be in TV and movies? Are you stupid? Stupid American. My mom is American, so he blames anything bad on her. But so I ended up coming up here to acting school. It revolutionized my life, man. It changed my life.
What's your pop saying now? He's like, welcome outside.
Hey.
Oh, wait,
let me hold something from you. I give it back to you.
I am your father.
No, he's cool. Super supportive. my dad's super supportive.
That's what's up.
He always takes the fam out to go see everything. So it's cool. But sometimes it's scary. You don't want your kids to do well. And he thought that would be a mistake. So I can't knock him for it. I don't want my kid to act. I'll tell you the truth. It's a hard transition. It's a hard track, a hard life to be in. But you guys work in entertainment. You know how hard this
anything
thing
in the arts
is,
is difficult. It's
crazy.
There's no solid black and white. It's like you just gotta keep
and it's not
hoping
guaranteed.
that it goes the way you
Even
want
after
it to
a
go.
big win, it's not guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But
It's the entertainment field.
it's been alright though. We've been alright.
Any advice you give any young aspiring actors that want to do what you do? Like
Consistency, continue to do better, continue to try to learn every opportunity you get, add to your craft, and take time out for yourself. You also have to live. You have to see the world in order to imitate the world. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to art, to recreate art, you got to be able to see people and actually have experiences. So consistency and living, man. Experience and consistency, man. It's everything.
definitely is.
Right?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So again, I know a lot of actors, really good friends with people, and it's kind of signature question that I ask certain actors. Black Hollywood. How real is that?
Black Hollywood is a real thing. I was actually just having a conversation about it when you guys were spoiling me with massages in the massage room. Look at a massage
Well,
room.
let's be real clear. Myself, DJ Ram wouldn't massage nobody.
No.
Professionals in there.
They have a
Because you got to be real clear in this.
It's not that kind of part.
Yeah.
I love it.
Make no mistakes. You know what I mean?
Black Hollywood. When you say Black Hollywood, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Because I can go in.
I mean, go ahead.
What's the question?
I would love for you to talk enough not to lose a job. Like that.
I don't care about losing a job, man.
I like that. So let's talk. Talk to us about Black Hollywood and how real is Black Hollywood.
I always say this: at the end of the day, I can go pro at anything else I choose to do tomorrow. So this doesn't own me. Nothing owns me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I chose to be an artist. I chose to do what I do. But I will say, Black Hollywood's a real thing. Right now we're in a renaissance for the TV era when it comes to actors of color, period. We're getting a lot of opportunities in the TV space, but it's still limited in the film space to an extent. I'm still the only black guy in everything that I do, basically, most of the time. We're at a time right now where I think we're too dependent on other people telling us that we're great rather than making our own stuff and making that great. I think, I sat down with Will Packer's company last week, James Lopez over there, who runs the theatrical division, and I was praising him for Think Like a Man and all the other projects that they were doing, and I told him I love the fact that his projects are colorless, and he's like, what do you mean by that? I said, well, you could have made Think Like a Man an all-white cast, an all-Latino cast, an all-Asian cast, all-black cast, and really the exact same story because we all go through the same things in terms of relationships and trying to get better at them and navigate through them. I think too often we put a color on our stories rather than telling stories that have no color. You know what I'm saying? So right now what I'm trying to do, I'm writing and trying to produce my own projects as well. I'm trying to create casts that are colorless. I don't mind having an Asian dad, a black mom, and a white son. You know what I'm saying? If that's what it's going to be, because I don't want people to focus on what the color line is. I want them to focus on the storyline. There's a term in Hollywood that says black doesn't travel. It's an actual term. So if your movie has more than one black lead, it's considered a black movie at that point, and it will not sell in Europe and Asia oftentimes. You think about that. What's the last Will Smith movie you ever seen with another black lead in it? What's the last Denzel Washington movie you ever seen with another lead in it? And these are the guys who have influenced me to act. You don't see another person of color in those movies. Because they know that black doesn't travel. They take John Boyega off the Star Wars poster when they send it to Italy and when they send it to China and such, because they don't want people thinking this is a black movie. What is that? What is that stigma about? So I'm in a place right now where I want to advance black culture, advance culture period, but I want to advance black culture specifically, so I want to write, black father figures that actually stay with their family, that will go to the ends of the earth for their family. I want to write, black men who are multidimensional and black females who are strong and powerful and who have a voice and have something to say. You know what I'm saying? We know that these stories exist because, if we hang around those kind of people, then we know, but the rest of the world doesn't, and that's what's creating this divisiveness that we have right now, this separatist movement that we have. We had a feminist movement going on, we got an LGBTQ movement, and we have a separatist movement going on right now because of the current administration. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get super political, but we're at a time right now where people are not listening to each other because we think that we have such different lifestyles and such different mindsets, but at the end of the day, all you want to do is create a better life for your kids and for yourself than what you had when you were growing up. All you want to do is advance your culture and your lifeline. You know what I'm saying? It's all about legacy building, and I think, you know, with the NAACP Image Awards and stuff that's going on right now, I think we should focus on telling ourselves that we're great. Right. Focus on telling our women that they're beautiful. Right. We don't get to have as many examples or reminders that our people are beautiful or strong, are intellectual, are. You give them a basketball or you give them a mic and we tell them that that's all we can ever do, and it limits these kids that are growing up as like young black nerds. I was a nerd. You know what I'm saying? That shit's cool. It can be cool. You know what I'm saying? We have to remind our kids that. We have to.
Plus, you're pretty big, V, so, you know, I can't.
I'm pretty big. Hey, don't get it twisted. The jumper's on point. The mid-range jumper's on point. Don't get it twisted.
I don't think we're going to make fun of him today. Let's get the other.
But again, we got to instill each other with confidence of knowing that we are multidimensional creatures. You know what I'm saying? And we can't have society limit us and tell us that we're only allowed to have two emotions. As a black man, you're only allowed to be mad or happy. Right. That's it. And not too happy because it's corny, and not too mad because it's scary, you might get shot. Right. So we limit ourselves and we turn into one-dimensional figures. You as well, you know, as a Latino man as well, same thing. You know what I'm saying? So we have to.
All people of color experience that.
And all people of color experience that, and it's even worse if you're a woman, you know, these days. So it's like, I think we're in a time now where we need to constantly instill each other with confidence and see each other on a daily basis. They want us to not like each other so we can create these situations like we have in Chicago, where everybody's dying every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll kill out our own race if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? And I hate the idea, it's the last thing I'm gonna say about it, but I hate the idea that people are like, oh, you guys are talking about police killing you and stuff like that, but you kill each other. The difference is when we kill each other, we go to jail for life for it. You hear me? We go to jail for life for it. They don't. Right. They got a paid leave, paid vacation until it blows over. And now our legacy, our 15-year-old, our Trayvon Martin, who's supposed to be 23 yesterday, is gone. Yeah. That legacy's gone. You know what I'm saying? So we got to fight for each other and remind each other how great we are.
And a lot of it has to do with what's painted on television.
Yeah.
You know, it creates that.
We don't control any media.
Right.
We don't control radio. We don't control TV. We don't control anything. The greatest thing we have right now is social media. Thank God. We have influence with that. So what are you posting? Are you advancing the culture? Or are you taking it back? Are you?
But even with that, they can shut it down at any time they want. If they feel something becomes too big or too powerful, they can find a glitch.
Sure, I mean, you saw the NFL.
Instagram.
Of course, you saw the NFL. But at that point, so again, when we band together and we create our own shit and we own our own stuff and we advance our own culture, we say, look, we don't need your social media. We don't need your TV station because we have our own. And we can create our own images of ourselves that we want to. I have so many European friends. You know, French was my first language. And so I have a lot of French friends and stuff that'll come over here and they'll see how me and my friends interact with each other, and like we open doors for them, and we know wine and we know food and we know culture and stuff like that, and they're always shocked. They're like, oh, I never knew, black men were like this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what
they normally see? They see the Hennessy or Patron.
Exactly. They see Henny and Patron and pants sagging all day, you know what I'm saying? That's what they think of us. Right. You know, we have to control our own images, put those out there of ourselves, you know what I'm saying? I know black men who are all about 401ks and taking care of their families. Right. Matter of fact, most of the black people that I know they aspire to that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to do, man. Is change the images.
That's taught by influences, by growing up watching, people around them talking to me like that. And if television was to teach young adults to move a certain way, not always the painted picture that the media paints of us, right? Because they feel like it's okay. You watch the news all day, everybody's shooting each other. Yeah, we do that too. Like, it's not what should be painted. No. Movies, like you said, it should be a picture of, like you said, loving each other and family. So like that's what I want to be. People watch what they become what they watch.
We can have action stars and stuff too. Shout out to Black Panther. Let's go. We can have all that.
Black Lightning.
We can have stuff blow up.
The new show
Black Lightning killing right now.
You watch a lot of TV.
I watch a lot of TV.
This guy does.
I pay attention, man. Listen, when they start talking black superheroes, but is it 3 of them? In fact, shout out to my man Jamal Howard. He was in Luke Cage for a little thing. He's been on a couple of things. But, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm very impressed with the way you move and you doing your thing. 2 things I noticed. I could tell you definitely the ladies are knocking down your door heavy, man. So we're gonna hang out. I could tell that, man. You're gonna hang out. You could tell he got the girls. They're like, and you speak French too? Parlez-vous français, all that? Yo, listen. I'm in the building. I'm hanging out with you. I don't know where you going. I'm going with you. The other thing I know that's not gonna happen is we are not seeing him. I don't think so. on Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Hell
right?
no, absolutely not. that sets us
Mona,
back.
you done lost this one.
It sets us back 30 years every episode. I'm not a fan of that at all. I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's the exact opposite of what I was just saying about advancing our culture. Don't give them what they think we are already. I don't like it. I'll say it.
I did an audition and walked out of there fuming. I did an audition and walked out of there fuming. Like, you guys are not gonna paint that picture of me.
Don't make me a stereotype, man. You know, for them, like, you know, reality TV producers make money hand and fist and then pay the people on them, you know, like $3,000 an episode, which after taxes, you walking with $1,200, man. It's not a win. You're not eating. That's not.
I don't
really
think all of them are making that, but okay.
Not even sometimes, you know.
Some are not making that.
Average TV contract is $950, and that's before taxes, agent, manager, etc. So.
And what people don't realize is if you're not in that episode, you do not get paid. Yeah. So people think that every time they show it, they get in a check. No, if you're not in that episode, you do not get paid.
And I don't want to bash them. You know, that's not my purpose here. But I'm all about advancement of the culture. You know what I'm saying? So. I don't want to give them any more reasons to shoot us, man. That's it.
Promote positivity and a better life for everybody.
But I am available for Love and Hip Hop. Listen, man. I hear you, brother.
So what do you do on your off time when you're not, you know?
My off time, man. Honestly, I cook. That's what I do a lot.
That's one of your passions?
It is. And so I'm working on starting a food truck.
Oh man!
I've worked in restaurants for like 10 years.
What would the food truck be? What type of truck?
Well, so I got this layout for this restaurant.
I don't want you to put
I don't put it all out there, but
somebody might beat you to it.
Let's say I got a champagne roasted salmon. I've got vodka barbecue ribs. I've got roasted duck confit. And I've got like fried portobello mushrooms with truffle oil and stuff like that. I cook a little bit of everything. It's a lot of European food with Caribbean culture.
The ladies are loving that right now, by the way.
Yeah.
Whichever ladies are watching this right now,
I do a lot of dinner parties. You ever in LA? Hit me up. We do a dinner party anytime.
I'm gonna give you. We're gonna talk off camera, but Chef Ponda. Big shout out to him, my Masonic brother. He is a celebrity chef.
Oh, dope.
He's on the Food Network. All of that. Does a lot of fun. And you definitely should hook up with him, man. He's doing a lot of traveling, a lot of work. Some really good, positive brother.
I'm pitching a cooking show right now.
I'm giving you his number. Y'all should talk, man. Y'all should talk.
Celebrities and stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Because that's what it's about. It's about making connections with things.
Right.
Too. You know, while you're doing the acting thing and all that.
Right.
I didn't even know you liked it. I couldn't find. Why you ain't find that out? We ain't supposed to cook, man. What kind of research you doing over there?
You can't give everybody everything.
Damn internet. You're tweeting over there.
The mystery sometimes.
Big shout out to Princess. I see you.
They're mysterious. People are more intrigued to find out.
I'm all about taking care of people, man. So I'm cooking and I also do community outreach with Good City Mentors. Some less fortunate kids out in Compton and Crenshaw.
All right.
We play ball with them on Saturdays. We bust them on the court real quick, and then we talk about life. We have some pizza afterwards, and we see where their heads are at and how things are going for them and stuff like that. I mean, I think again, our gifts are not for ourselves; it's to influence the people around us. And so, you know, I had an opportunity to bring them to the Jumanji premiere with me too. We had 10 kids out there who've been doing better in life, you know, and it wasn't just based on their grades or anything like that. It's just if they had truancy issues, maybe they're showing up to school more now, so you get to come. You know what I'm saying? If they've been having, you know, emotional outbursts, something like that, and they were able to, you know, calm it down for 2 months, and they get to come with us too. So I think it's good to incentivize, you know, the people that's
reward system.
Exactly. So it's been great. I've got a chance to do quite a few things, you know, in my off time that I'm proud of, you know. So it's been good.
Humanitarian. You know?
Try to be. That's why I want my legacy.
Any music influences? Any music in the works?
I'm a music head, man. I'm loving Daniel Caesar right now, Vic Mensa.
Okay. What do you have in the car right now? What do you, SZA?
Everybody I just said.
Okay.
I have this the Lauryn Hill Education album. It's still in my car. I listen to it probably once a month, like throughout a day, because it just administers to my spirit, man. I love it.
Music is for the spirit, for the soul, for the spirit.
Yeah, man, I'm loving a lot of people right now. I mean, you got to get a little ratchet sometimes. Throw some Migos on there. You know what I'm saying?
Put you in the vibes.
In the kitchen, dude, cooking little
stuff. Got that Cardi B in there? No Cardi B in there? How you gonna talk about Migos without Cardi B?
You know what?
Come on, man, don't do that, man.
But I kind of rock with her a little bit. She all right, man. She's all right. She's all right. So yeah. I'm gonna go Cardi B a little bit. Man.
You plan on doing any music for yourself?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna work on this little R&B EP this summer. You know,
How long you
try to
be
see
off
if
for,
we
man?
can see if we can pull a little.
How long you stay here for?
Jamie
Maybe I got
Foxx
something
thing.
for you. Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull the Jamie Foxx. You know, do the acting and the music thing at the same time. You know, music is a big passion of mine, but music is such a different
So
world.
wait,
from
are you a
acting.
hip hop artist or you an R&B artist?
R&B more. I mean, I love
Did
it.
you ever try to rap before?
A little bit. I got a couple little things. I mean, I'm not on the level that y'all on or nothing like that. But I got a couple things recorded already that I had actually submitted to a couple of movies that I did. And two of them almost got on. One of them got on Footloose, but was bumped out by Black and Yellow because it had just come out at that time. And when I heard the song, I was like, okay, I can't hate that.
Wiz Khalifa Black?
Yeah, Wiz Khalifa. Shout out to Wiz Khalifa. Love that job. Yeah, and then the second one was a rap song, rap R&B song that I did for When the Game Stands Tall. That one got bumped out by Black Sales at the time, but yeah, it was.
So you're serious with it?
I will be. Music is just such a different beast, man. You gotta really have time and energy to dedicate to it like that. You know, it's not really regulated like that, so it's guerrilla.
Well, let me ask you a question.
You know?
How does that? Well, you're doing R&B because I know that a lot of artists, they are actors. I won't say their name. We got conversations where they do music and they're kind of hesitant because they don't want it to stifle. They don't want to drop a record and then be like, oh, we would have used him, but that music that he put out, we're not in agreement with.
Oh, really?
So a couple of dudes have told me that, and I'm like, really? You like, but they're doing like hip hop, and they want to really be expressive. So I guess they don't. You know, I guess you have to have an issue. You have to have some sort of image coming in.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But
I never would have even thought of it like that. To be honest with you, my boy Tristan Wiles, shout out to my homie. He's killing it right now. You know, in terms of balancing both. Childish Gambino is probably my favorite entertainer, period. And he's been able to balance both as well. There's a few actors out there that get to balance both sides of the coin, so you know, I would hope to do that. But I mean, in terms of an image, I mean, I'm probably gonna be out here singing love songs and trying to bring back.
Told you, man.
90s
the
courtships,
girls, man.
While I cook a champagne salmon. That's my music.
Cooking, singing.
This dude's got a good life.
I'm just saying. Talking about a job you love, man.
Yeah, man.
We should put him in the booth, have him sing.
Yo, what's up? You wanna get in there? You wanna show us something?
I don't know, man. I'm
What you mean? Wait, hold up. This is the same guy that just said here, I'm not afraid.
I'm down.
All right, but you were sounding kind of shaky.
I gotta be a little reluctant.
Nah, man, this power's industry, man. There's no reluctancy here,
We
man.
need some tea.
You know what I mean?
What we on?
White bus.
Let's
Let's do it,
All right, so
man.
we about to get in the booth and see what he really got.
Oh,
Let's go.
man.
Set you free, nigga, the truth. Every time I step in the booth, I speak the truth. Y'all know what I'm bringing to you. I bring the truth. Motherfuckers know who I be. I be the truth. When I speak, set you free, nigga, the truth. Nigga, the truth. Nigga, the truth. Nigga, the truth.
What's the deal? It's your boy Ahmed, man. I'm here. Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Sir Blain. Like he's acting, but now he's telling me that he could actually get in the booth and do some things. So I want to see. He's saying he's not a hip hop artist, but he's an R&B artist. So we might have a record deal for him coming soon, baby. You know what I mean? Me and DJ Raymond.
Don't sell me too high, man. Don't sell me too
well,
high.
we're gonna see, man, because you was talking pretty heavy on the interview. But let me get out the way so this man can do what he do. Let's do it. Powers Industry.
I love Daniel Caesar, man. I gotta bite off his style just a little bit for a second. Tell me when to come in. Through drought and famine, natural disasters, my baby has been around for me. Kingdoms are falling, angels be calling. None of that could ever make me leave. Yeah. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a beat inside, I feel it. Ooh, got water. Yeah. Who would have thought I'd get you? It's probably my favorite part right here. And when we're making love, your cries that can be heard from far and wide. It's only the two of us. Everything I need's between those thighs. Every time I look into your eyes, I feel it. You're all I need. Every time I get a beat inside, I feel it.
Yo, that was an amazing performance. You see it's going down. This guy's talented. How you feeling, bro?
I'm all right, man. Thank you for letting me express myself. I appreciate it, man. It's
No,
been
princess, you cannot have his number.
You can have my Instagram though.
You know, you can follow him on
Blain.
Instagram. No DMing. I'm about to lose half the interns up in this spot, man.
Let everybody know your social media, how to reach you for your acting and for your music and for everything else you have in life. How do they find you?
At Sedaris Blain on Instagram, at Sedaris Blain on Twitter as well. If you want to follow the cooking page, it's at Chef Sir Cooks.
Okay.
It's CHEFSER Cooks on Instagram, man. Hit me. I try to hit everybody back as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not saying nothing crazy, but hit me. Yeah.
Thank you for coming out, man. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for coming out, brother.
Thank you for having me.